Yeah. When I pull up in the spot, they be asking what I got. Gas for an extra mile, an extra inch for the dot. When I pull up in the spot, better show me what you got.
Welcome to another smashing episode of Podcast with Soul. And on today's episode, we're going to be doing things a little bit different. We're going to be having an entrepreneur. He goes by the name of Mzwake Goofy Mabuza. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, sir.
It's been a long time coming here.
Indeed.
Yeah, tell us about the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. The product, Lula. How did you come up with the concept, and has the brand reached the levels that you wanted to reach at this point?
Okay, with the brand, the concept, it was very easy. Came from a concept whereby I hated you doing dishes, so now I started realizing that there must be like a way that I can use. Yeah. So that's when I started coming with an idea of creating a product to do the dishes, to be the process of doing the dishes to be a little bit easy. So easy from English, we converted to Zulu to Lula. Lula meaning.
Oh, okay. So that's how you came up with the name Lula.
Yes. That's how the name Lula came about, and it's just trying to make the experience of washing dishes a little bit easier.
So when did you actually realize that you can actually start up a brand, and when did it start?
Okay, so obviously with every product you start by having a problem. So when you have a problem, and you start coming with ways of solving the problem. So my problem was dishes, and then I started solving the problem. But after solving the problem, I knew that the solution has to give me something, has to give me income. So that's when I started coming with ideas of how can I make it this solution to sell this solution to people. So that's when I came with the brand, and then I called it Lula. At first it wasn't Lula, it was Kahle. Kahle meaning Kahle. Yeah, and then but now with pronunciation you find people with different languages, like see maybe non-Zulu speaking people, they find it hard for them to pronounce it. So Lula, for every language, it was.
Yeah, so it's more Lula. It's more universal. So everybody can actually get the idea. It's okay. This is Lula.
Yes. Even if you are not Nguni, you can still get an idea with Lula, and it's easy to write, easy to remember. It's catchy, so that's how we came about with the.
So how long did it take you to actually okay, you came up with the idea of the product, right?
Yeah.
But how long did it take you to implement it and decide, okay, I'm dropping this. Maybe on this date I'm going to be dropping Lula.
So so having an idea, it's something, and having something tangible, it's another thing. Yeah. So the idea has been there for a long time, because I grew up with an idea, because I grew up in a household whereby my grandmother used to sell brooms for a living. So the selling was sort of part of us. Yeah. We grew up selling, so selling was not a problem. So now with Lula, now it's a different ball game, because now I'm selling. It's no longer just people around me. So it was a dream of reaching a wider audience. So my brain wasn't even in South Africa. It was all over, because now the concept of Lula, we're saying that to put a bottle in every kitchen. So we believe that even in USA there's a kitchen, then Lula must be there, and even if there's a kitchen in Asia, Lula must be there. So the dream of Lula, it's just like
I get it. Right. But the period, did it take you 5 years to actually, or 10 years to actually be like, okay, now the product, I'm ready to drop the product?
Okay, with the product, it took I'd say a good 2 to 3 years to because I had the concept, and then to have the actual product, something tangible, it took me, let's say, 2 to 3 years to have it.
Okay. But at that moment when you were starting the product, there's other bigger brands, and I'm not going to mention names, but there's other bigger brands. What made you that, okay, this is the lane that I'm going to go in, and what's different from Lula and the other products that are there in the market at the moment?
Yeah, you stated correctly. There are other bigger brands, and the brands that have been there for years. Like for me to penetrate the market, because that market was monopolized. was only those brands and there was nothing else. And at first, when I started entering the market, people were calling my brand with referring to the other brands, the bigger brands.
A lot of us, we have that problem of referring to the other brand with the bigger brands.
Yes, so mine was a bigger task, because now I was not only introducing the product, but I was also teaching people. So I came in not only as someone who's introducing the product, but I came in as someone who's teaching people, because with the clients that you teach, you gain a longer relationship with the person that you teach. So I came in as a teacher to teach them that now when we're talking about a detergent, it's something like this. We call this a detergent. We don't call this with a brand name. Yes, yeah.
And also, as a young black person trying to break in I wouldn't say a white dominant market, but it's white dominant.
Yeah.
And you coming from a very disadvantaged community, how was it for you to actually find motivation and strength to push it to this point?
It's difficult. Even at this point in time, it's still difficult, because now you're fighting. The playing field is not fair. You understand? You're fighting with people who've got experience. You're fighting with people who've been there for as long as time, and you're fighting with people with bigger muscles. They've got money.
Privileges.
Privileges. They've got connections. They've got platforms whereby they can display their products. For us, for me to just put this product on the simplest platforms whereby people will be easy access for people to get the product, it's hard for me, because there are laws and there are gatekeepers, there are people standing in your way, there are people who are guarding the market. So for you to get in the product into those spaces,
it's a little bit difficult. But difficult. You growing up in Diepsloot, it's Diepsloot, right? You coming up with the product, were you not scared that maybe people in the area, they're not gonna buy the product, they're just gonna, you know how it is when it's a black owned product, people have the doubts, be like, hey, what if I cook right? And those type of.
Yeah, you'd be surprised that my clients, my clients are not people that I know. A lot of my clients are people that I don't know. The people that my friends, the closest people, the people that I see on a daily basis, they don't use my product. That's just it. I don't know if it's black hate or what can I call it, but the people that are closer to you, they are not using my product.
But it's always the case in everything. People who are closer friends never really actually buy, but they would rather support in other ways, maybe to share information about the product, but they never really buy. But the community, how did it react to you dropping a product? Did they receive it well, or it took them time to adjust to it? Because they're used to other bigger brands and other brands.
Yes. So it took the community time for them to settle into the product, because now whenever you sell something, people ask like background questions about the product. They would ask, where's the product? Where's the product being manufactured,
and who owns it?
Who owns it? When you tell them that you are manufacturing the product at the back of your room, then now it's something else. Like they feel like it is not the quality that they need. They feel like there's something wrong with the product. Automatically, the background of the product, once you tell them that this product is made in Diepsloot in the back room, and then now you change their mindset.
But even a lot of big brands, they start somewhere. There's no product where it started in a big building. They all started small, maybe in a garage. And if you can check some of the stories, they will tell you it started in the back garage and all that. And with us, I feel like sometimes we intend not to trust brands because of they're black owned. How do you fight that? Like, how are you fighting that?
So I personally feel that people that didn't have a privilege previously to have a product being developed right in front of their eyes. So I think when they see this reality, it shocks them. So now they don't know how to act. That's how I perceive it myself. I just feel like they don't know how to act, because this is something great that is being molded and built right in front of their eyes. Something that they will tell the future generations about. They understand that we were there to experience this product when it was starting. You understand? So now I also feel for them, because now I sometimes I put myself in their shoes, that okay, if never seen a product being developed before in my life, and then now I see a product that
it actually becomes hard to believe that one can actually develop a product like this. It's something that we thought it's something that's been produced in.
Because I normally tell people when I go out, when like I'm selling or motivating people, I normally tell people that the bigger things that you normally perceive in your mind, they are not the reality. You understand? Because now when I tell someone that the stickers, I use my hand to for labeling, I use my hand
to put the labels
on. I use a jug to put in the product, and now because we recently started manufacturing ourselves, we're taking a packet, we're mixing the chemicals ourselves. If someone can think about that, and then it's hard for them to imagine that all those things, because they believe that there must be big machines, there must be big cars branded to show that we have a product going on.
But I also blame the media, because that's the information that we've been fed, that if you want to start a company, you need to, it's either you're gonna do things in manufacture from China or in a bigger company. But you doing this yourself, how many people do you have that are working for you at the moment?
So far, I do have associates that I work with. Because now I cannot say maybe I have people full-time working for me, because I don't have their pay slip, I don't pay them. So I have associate whereby there's a mutual agreement and benefits, whereby I know that if you're helping me with marketing, then there's something that you're getting in return. If you're helping me with something else, because I can also say, even here, I'm here and you are my associate. For me to get the brand out there, I'm using your platform to take the brand out there. I cannot say that you work for me. My associate.
But like, do you have plans to actually have like people that you employ full time?
Yes. That's the idea, because now with the product, the whole idea behind the product is to empower people, because now this product, it's manufactured here in Diepsloot. You understand? So for this very same product, for it to get to Cape Town, someone in logistics has to take this product to Cape Town. You understand? So already, if you are in business and you are in logistics, or you are thinking of doing logistics, so now you know that there's a platform whereby I can interact with this guy and I can take this product to Cape Town. You understand? So already I created a business and I created an income for someone who's doing logistics. And also the same thing with people who are doing, like if you are doing chemical engineering, you understand? So you can still come in and I'll show you the product. This is the product that we use, and you still you mix yourself, and we can also experiment on other things, you understand? Because now I'm trying to open the field so that people, they can just think outside the box now. You know?
At first, I see you came with the handy cream, but at first you dropped a dishwasher.
Yes, correct. So at first I dropped the dishwasher because I knew that was the first thing, the initial plan. That's the first thing that I struggled about. It was dishes. So when I dropped the dishwasher, it was easy for me to do my dishes. So now you know that once you start crawling, you now have to walk. So I started crawling. So now I saw that now it's an opportunity for me to start walking. So that's when I started introducing, but I'll keep on introducing more products.
So when you introduce this product, right? People already having the dishwasher. So how was the reaction towards this new project?
I think product extension is easier because now people they trust the previous the product. So because a lot of my clients were trusting the Lula dishwashing detergent, so when they see the handy cream, it wasn't hard for them to buy it, because now they knew that if these the dishwashing detergent it's working properly, so meaning that obviously the handy cream also works.
This is saying that a lot of people, actually most entrepreneurs, will talk about the glamour, the beauty of how it is, but they never talk about the things that are happening behind the scene. How is it behind the scene?
Behind the scene, it's not pretty. Behind the scene, it's hard, man. Behind the scenes, behind the scenes, bro, I don't wanna lie. Behind the scene is hard, you understand? Because there are days that you feel like give up in, like you say, nah, let me throw out the towel, like it's okay, I've tried, you understand? But then because now you know that you're not doing this for fame, you're doing this because you're also thinking for others, for love and passion, you understand? Because us as entrepreneurs, we no longer think about ourselves only. if I don't make this thing happen, so meaning that someone else won't have a job, someone else their family will sleep without eating, so it's no longer about me alone. So now I also
So
have to
it's
think
about
this.
so now it's more about the pride of the community, the pride of the people, the coming generation.
Yes.
But most entrepreneurs, when you ask how did they start the business, most of them they'll tell you, no, I had one brick. The next thing it's a bigger building. Why don't you guys be like transparent and be honest that listen, this is how I started,
Yes.
and this is what's happening behind the scene? Because a lot of kids now, they wanna follow in the footsteps and they don't wanna maybe go to school for other things. They just feel like, okay, entrepreneurship, okay, cool. Almost I can do that. Almost like I said, that I just need to buy 1, 2, 3 and I do it. Why don't you guys like be as transparent as it is? Like, this is what's happening.
Behind the scene is very scary, man. I don't wanna lie. So if we start showing people the behind the scene, then we won't have entrepreneurs. Because now entrepreneurs, they are not like the people who are employed, whereby they know for a fact that on a certain day I have this amount that I'm gonna live off. So entrepreneur, every day when I wake up this morning, I don't know where my next paycheck is. But someone who's employed, he already knows where it's going. But for us to create a space whereby we have a lot of entrepreneurs, we must show the good part about entrepreneurship. That's why I was telling you that the good part is that you provide for other families. You understand? You're not only providing for yourself, but for others. Because of that, it motivates you to do more so that you can provide for others. But if I can show you behind the scene whereby you sleep without eating, whereby there are funds that you have to do, whereby there are things that you have to buy products and you don't have money, and there are times that you have to go out and borrow money and you are in debts. If I can show you all that, you won't be interested in business.
Okay. Also, I want to ask this question. It's something that is always on social media a lot of times.
Okay.
Why is it that a lot of entrepreneurs, they look down on people who are doing 9 to 5, people who are employed, people who are working? What makes that the thing where they'll be like, nah, people who are working are lazy to chase their dreams? What causes that? From your view,
Okay, from my view, I would say we feel that now these people are helping other people to pursue their dreams, and hence we will, even at our, like when we were born, we all believe that we came here to bring positive change. So when you see someone, maybe like you feel like he's not giving it his all, because there are people who say that they are working for other people and they do the most of the work, you understand, but they don't get the rewards for that, you understand. So when people feel like we're insulting them for doing 9 to 5, it's not the fact. That's not the matter, the truth in that, you understand. So what we're trying to say is that there are bigger goals that they can chase, you understand, because they mustn't be comfortable with that 9 to 5. In that 9 to 5,
but with some people, they prefer working than starting up a business. Yes. So would you say that they're just being lazy, or they just have a different view on life in general?
Okay, so let's put it like this: you can still work and you can invest, you understand. So you can be, not everyone would, because with businesses, not everyone has to start a business. You can invest in this business. So when you invest in this business, automatically you are now a business owner, because you own their shares in this business, you understand. You can go on with the 9 to 5, and when you retire, you know that there's something that you've put on the side for yourself that is gonna take care of you. Because now what you are against with 9 to 5 is that when you are not there, you are not making money. That's our
So that's with you, the problem is that you want people to actually at least have investment on other places, investment in places.
Yes.
So that when they stop working 9 to 5, so you don't have a problem with 9 to 5 people.
No, because every business that has to start with money. So where would you get money if you don't work? So working, we don't have a problem with working. We have a problem of people being comfortable only working, because once your age catch up with you and then you can no longer work, then what happened?
So that's the main problem.
Yes.
And I think it was before lockdown. You had 2 stores that were opened, and early this year I heard that you closed them down. What happened?
before we were speaking about the behind the scenes of running a business of entrepreneurship. There are things behind the scene that happen that people don't know about it. You understand? Because when you run a business, you must make sure people are being paid. Rent is being paid, and then there are things that you pay behind the scenes that people don't see. The stock. People just see the shop operating, but they're behind the scenes. You understand? And there are other elements that causes the business to not to function the way things that you cannot handle. Things like I would say like electricity. You understand? You know that now we've got blackouts. With blackouts now, yes, with load shedding now. With blackouts, we cannot run the business because as the way we're running the business, we needed electricity. We had fridges there with ices. We're selling things that.
So what were you selling in those shops?
Well, we had we had the dishwashing detergent. That was the priority, and then we opened space for other businesses to come in and sell.
So it was just or any other business, or it was specifically for black-owned businesses?
It was for black businesses because that's how way our heart is. It was for black businesses. We opened a space, a platform whereby we had people. Someone was selling hats. Someone was selling ice.
So you have them in the store?
Yeah, we had them in the store.
So what do? Do they pay rent, or there's a certain fee you charge them for putting the store?
Because now we understand that people, they don't have platforms whereby they will sell their products. So us charging them rent on a monthly basis, whereby sometimes they wouldn't sell anything, it wasn't gonna be fair on them because you know that they are starters. Understand? So we're trying to shield them from the pain of paying without selling. So we're taking we're taking the risk, and we're also taking the bullets. So even if their product was not selling, we were the ones selling by paying rent. So that's other things behind the scene. You understand that cost us to close down because now their products sometimes they're not selling, but we're paying rent. You understand?
So that was one of the reasons. Actually, load shedding was actually one of the reasons, and also during COVID, revenue was a bit down. Yes. So you had to close down.
We had to close because we're not making sales, and we had overheads that we needed to cover. And we're not making.
And so how was it when you were closing the shop? Like, did you feel like you failed, or you felt that okay, I've learned this, I'm gonna come back strong and open another shop, and I'm gonna change 1, 2, 3 in order for it to be succeed? Was it a lesson for you?
Yes. It was a huge lesson because with entrepreneurship, to be honest with you, entrepreneurship, you cannot study entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, you have to go through it. You understand? The knowledge that we have now, it's something that we have to tell others so that they don't go through the traps that we went through. You understand? It's on us to tell them to avoid this route. You understand? Because now we learned, like we didn't lose, we learned. And those lessons, and now we're starting to tell others who are coming behind us to tell them the do's and don'ts. Avoid this road, take this road. You understand? So that we can elevate them to do better than what we did.
Yeah. But are you planning to reopen the shops anytime soon?
Yes. That's the idea. We're planning to reopen the shops, and now we know what to do, and we know where to go now. We are better equipped now. So now we believe that now the shops are gonna be even better than the way before.
And also, do you feel that the government is doing enough for the young people in terms of business?
No, the government is not doing enough. The government is not doing enough because we've got a lot of people, a lot of young people with businesses, with ideas, with potentials. You know what they do? They would have those in Bezos, and then they would gather there, and then they would have those fancy lunches, and at the end of the day, there's nothing productive. There's nothing productive that they would have in those in Bezos. They just have their friends catering in that event, and then they'll have their friends performing in that event, and they'll have their friends like. So
it's more like a stock fair.
Yeah, it's a stock fair. It's their way of taking money from the public purse and eating. It's not a matter of if you can count two. Here in Deep Sloot, if you can count 2 projects whereby the government help the youth, and the youth now they are thriving and they are able to feed themselves and their families, mention that product so that project so that I can go and see it.
So in a way, but you guys do go and apply for those funds.
We do apply.
Then no response.
Okay, let me put it this way. For now, with my knowledge, I know that I'm the only one who's doing dishwashing detergent and cleaning chemicals here in Deep South, you understand? But we do have a lot of schools who need dishwashing for them to wash. To clean the schools, you understand? We do apply there. But the tenders always got they get by people who don't even stay here in Deep South, who don't understand the situation of Deep South. You understand?
So they give to the other brands.
Yes. So it's no longer about you providing the product; it's about who you know. Yes.
So it's no longer about the quality of the product.
No, it's not.
It's about it's about Samuel knowing he knows who and who, and that's how you get this product on the market.
Yes. Because now, if we want people to do their work and excel in their work, we must give people who are passionate about that job and that industry. Understand? If you would give me a product like a tender of cleaning schools and making sure that the floors are cleaning, I do that out of love. I've got a product to show for it. But if you decide to give Sam the product and Sam does it just because
Sam is a chef and you want him to go and construct the road.
Yes. Sam doesn't know how to construct a road, but we do know a guy who's able to do it, but because he's not friends with the people who are giving out tenders, and then that guy won't do a job, and then we'll end up getting Sam constructing a road that will be damaged in 2 months. Yeah.
So you feel like entrepreneurship at this point, as a young black person in South Africa, it's way difficult than it was in the days, because now it's all about who you know.
Yes. Because remember, I told you that entrepreneurship, I didn't learn it in school. Entrepreneurship is something that I grew up with in my household, because I told you that my grandmother used to sell brooms. You understand? That's how I fell in love with entrepreneurship. It's nothing that I learned from school. You understand? What I've learned from school and what I'm doing now, two separate things. You understand? Yeah. So now I don't know if,
because there's always a theory part and the practical part. That's where everything shit goes down there.
Yes,
literally, it's hard.
Yes, because I still feel that if you ask me, that 12 years people are ending in school, it's a waste of time for other kids.
Why are you saying that?
For on my side, I would say it's a waste of time, and you also add another 3 to 4 years university, and you spending a lot of money. At the end of the day, you've got graduates with just papers and they're sitting at home, because people are studying hospitality, whereby at your home you don't own a hotel, you don't own a B&B. What are you gonna do with the hospitality? Who are you gonna do hospitality for? You understand?
So you feel like that the government, the type of courses that they introduce, most of them they don't really have merit, or they just like courses.
Yes. So now the government, I think it's just a matter of keeping people away from street. You understand?
So
it's a matter of saying that young kids, because their parents are going to work, so these kids, someone must look after them.
So
they create school for them. They put them in school.
So it's more like an orphanage.
Schools are daycare, man. If you can take a close look at it, schools are daycare, because you just take kids, you put them there. You understand? And you're saying that you're preparing them for the future. You understand? But there are kids who are talented. Maybe he's an artist. When he gets to school, they'll make sure that they don't capture that talent and nature. Yeah,
so it's more about you learning whatever they're learning there.
Taking a kid who's an artist, and then you force that kid to do maybe your physics and maths, and then that kid is not doing so well in that, he ends up dropping out, and then you call that kid a failure, and then that kid will spend the rest of his life thinking that he's a failure, whereby the school is just damaging kids.
But don't you think at times that's one of the responsibilities that the parents need to take? Because there's like School of Arts, there's different schools, whether you can take your kids. Do you think that as a parent it's your responsibility to do that, but also do you feel that the government also needs to intervene in that?
But let's put it this way. if you say it's a parent's responsibility for them to make sure that they channel the kid to the right school. If I take my kid, I don't put him to school, the constitution says that I'm violating the kid's rights. You understand? So automatically they can arrest me if I choose something different. So now you see the route is being set. Everyone has to walk that route. If I take out my kid and say, okay, because I do because I do dishwashing detergent, I want my kid in my factory, I want him to see everything that I do. You understand? There are laws for that, you understand? But I'm equipping these kids for them to take over. But they will arrest me for doing that. They'll say he must go that route. He must take the 12 years of his life going that route, whereby I know very well that I want him to run with this product. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you understand that. So you feel like there's a whole lot of black entrepreneurs, the motivational speakers, and they'll speak and they'll say a whole lot of things. But do you feel that black entrepreneurs are doing enough for the upcoming generation?
No, they're not doing it.
Because I see that most of them, it's all talk. It's motivation. They're gonna give you quotes and all that. But I've never seen. It's only few of them that are actually like, they'll be like, okay, since I've made it, okay, let me just get 2 kids and hand them money, so that they can start up their business. So you feel like they're not doing enough.
Yeah, I feel that that black entrepreneurs in particular, that's why I'm saying black entrepreneurs, it's a matter of them. Once they succeed, now they are on their own.
Or it's every man for himself.
Every man for himself. Once they succeed, they are on their own and they don't care about the upcoming generation. Understand? We don't have a club.
Where they'll be like,
we don't have a club whereby we know these are black entrepreneurs, and they are even willing to have maybe funds on the side whereby they will fund upcoming entrepreneurs, or they will do tours whereby they go to schools and they educate other.
They do tours, but the tours.
No, I'm talking about tours whereby they're being funded. Because me, I don't believe in talking only. I believe in practicals. When I'm talking about tours, I'm talking about us going to maybe, let's say if we go to Eastern Cape, when we get there and then we find that they've got a land, and then we offer them that, okay, entrepreneurs, we're gonna give you maybe seeds for you guys to start planting, and then we show you how to do your books, and then from there, and then we introduce you to a market whereby you take these seeds after you have harvested them, you sell them, and then you do that and you grow the business, and we show you how to grow the business. We show you how to process some of the things, how to take the oranges that you've gotten from the farm, how to take them and make orange juice. Now you see, it's no longer just selling oranges, but now you're selling orange juice. Someone is no longer selling orange juice, but now things like that. You get what I'm saying?
But do you think I hear what you're saying is, so do you think that should be part of the education system, where they teach kids about entrepreneurship?
That should be part of the educational system, because entrepreneurship is a survival skill. It's not
going to contribute towards the economy.
Yes, it's going to contribute towards the economy. And when the economy is doing well, it's easy for people, even maybe your medicals. People wouldn't have medicals because now the public sector has enough money for it to run the affairs of the country. So if the economy is doing so well, we don't have to have medical aids, and we don't have to have maybe insurance and things like that.
So as a black, so your business, it's 100% black owned.
Yes, correct.
There's no Stellenbosch mafias here. Maybe
no someone
finding here. So it's just you.
It's just me. And but now we call this product Lula Yabantu, because now I believe that it's not just me.
It belongs to everybody.
It belongs to everybody. We've got room for people. If people they feel like maybe they've got something to offer for this brand.
The reason why I'm asking this is that a lot of black entrepreneurs, you find that he has a product, but that product is like Stellenbosch mafia gangs behind it, and he's just the face. Because I've seen that a lot of entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs, they're like the faces behind the brands. There's like people running that. No. And they're gonna come and tell us, I own 1, 2, 3, and when you check, they don't own that. That's why I'm asking that. if it's like 100% black owned,
Yeah, it's
or maybe there's like 5% to owner who, but you know.
There's no one, like, we're not fronting, we're owning this thing 100%. It's us, it's for us, by us, it's Lula Yabantu, for the people, and by the people, yes.
And so why is it that it's hard for black owned businesses to actually break into the market, like break into the stores, your retail stores, the bigger ones?
Oh, okay. You remember I told you about gatekeepers, you understand?
So wait, so when you talk about gatekeepers,
Yes.
this doesn't really only happen in the music industry.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So everywhere there's gatekeepers.
It's everywhere, man.
Jeez.
Because if you, let's say if we are here in Diepsloot and there's a big retailer, you understand? Obviously, common sense tell you that the first preference products are local products. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you believe that you are servicing people from Diepsloot, and then people from Diepsloot, if they tell you that majority of them they are using Lula, so when the owner of Lula approaches the owner of the shop and says, for easy access, for me going and dropping off this product, it's timely, but because people are coming here and they are getting a lot of things in one store, let me have this product in here, and but they won't have that. You get a product from the US being sold in the local store. You understand? The same product is being sold overseas and it's still being sold in my store. You understand? And if my people are asking and say that, where is Lula? And then they will tell them stories that are not true. You understand? But me, for a fact, I would know that I went there and I knocked, and I'm still going there, I'm still knocking. And then that's how we came up with Black Hub, whereby we are creating ourselves a space whereby people...
It's a black owned.
It's a black owned, yes. That's what we are trying to do. We are trying to create a platform whereby black people, they know for a fact that if I go there, I'm going to support black people. And
but what's the main issue with the bigger retailers not taking most of the local products into their stores? Because I've seen how DJs who struggled to actually get his product in retails.
It's still struggling even now, because those people, if they are not getting something, if they are not part of it, it won't be in their store.
So what you're saying is that once you want to put a product in a retail, bazofuna shares.
They need to be part of it, yes. For them, for a product to be there, for them to sell it, they must be part of it. Not just only shares, but like they need to be, like, they have to control your product. They control the product, they control you as well.
So in a way, it means that they actually buy you out.
Yes.
Technically, they buy you out.
They buy you out and they make you a face of your product, but
and you're not getting much.
You're not getting much. Now you're just there singing. You are now there just the front, but them on the back, they're the one who making decisions.
Jeez, that's hectic. That's really, really hectic, and it's sad. So it means that when you start a product in South Africa, you need to have a lot of money. As a black child, you need to make sure it's money corner, so that you'll be able to push it.
And let me tell you something. It's no longer just about money, yeah. Because these people, they do have, they've created their systems. You understand?
Yes.
So for us, even if I do have money, if they don't want me to cut into their system, still I cannot sell my product in that big retail. You understand? Because now they do have their big retail and they know which brands are supposed to be there. And those brands, they are family brands, they are friends brands are there. But if I'm outside, I'm trying to come in and competing with their brands, then they wouldn't want that.
So what do you think is going to be the solution to that? Breaking that system and creating a new system that it works for everybody.
You see, with the problem with black people in particular, it's that we don't want to create our own. You understand?
So we want to ride the wave that it's there.
Yes. Okay. Well, with that said, there was a post that was circulating. There was a picture of racism picture. So there was these white kids inside the pool, and then there were black kids
outside the pool.
They were placed outside the pool. You understand? So I had people crying and say that this is racism. You understand? So my concern was that we do have black schools or schools that are owned by black people. But black people, they don't want to take their kids to that black-owned schools. They want to take their kids to the white people owned schools, and then they become surprised when, like, they are forcing themselves to white people. You understand? That's why I'm saying that it's high time when we're creating this product. We're not saying that there was no dishwashing detergent.
They were there.
They were there, but we didn't have black dishwashing detergent. We didn't have. Remember, I mean, there are a lot of things behind these things, because we with dishwashing detergent, if I'm black, I know chemicals that react to what my skin as a black person. You understand? So when I'm creating this product, I'm gonna be aware of those things, that I'm avoiding this chemical because it reacts on a black person's skin. You understand? I know that because I'm black. You understand? So when I'm selling this product, I'm also selling that. I'm saying that because you are black, this product is gonna help you to avoid 1, 2, 3. Understand? You have scenarios whereby people, after washing their dishes using the other brand, they have to apply
your skin crack.
Yes, you understand? Because this product, it's not authentic. It's not made in South Africa. It was not for South Africans. You understand? They imported the product. They took it from the other part of the world and they bring it. The climate's not the same. There are a lot of things.
A lot of things that are contribute.
Yes.
So would you say that your product is environmentally free?
Yes. The thing is, that's why I told that when we do this product, it's done by us for us.
It's environmentally friendly.
It's environmental friendly. It's done by us for us, and we understand the struggles, and we understand. Man, this product, the way it's so good. We understand that sometimes due to load shedding, you won't have hot water. And then you can
still use this with
cold water, and you can still wash it. You understand? So that's some of the elements that's some of the elements that we look at when we're creating the product. You understand? Because
so this product was actually created based on the observation of how black people live, how they do.
Yes.
So it's friendly for any color, right?
Yes, it's friendly for any color. It's not only for black.
Okay.
But I was putting it. Yeah, it's not only for black, but I was putting it out there that now black people, they must know that we're trying to create a system. We're trying to create a platform for us as black people. You understand? Because if myself as a black person, I make it a point that from everything I try to buy black. You understand? From everything I try to buy black, because you've got small portions like your Jewish. They are the smallest race here in South Africa, but they are the richest race, because they make sure that their money circulates among themselves
within the community.
You understand?
But okay, there's also this problem with a lot of people complaining that most of the black entrepreneurs, when they're selling products, they'll sell a product like this, right? Your product, Lula.
Yes.
But when they get home, they're not using Lula. They're gonna use a different product. And you see those who sell clothes.
Yes.
The next thing, they're in some Gucci's and LV. So people are complaining why people are selling product that they don't use.
But you remember what I told you earlier on, that there are systems. You understand? So now people they're trying to be in this black system, but in an actual fact, their mind, they want to be in the other system. You understand? Yeah. So they are here just selling in this black system, but their mind is in the other system. That's why when they get money from this system, they won't reinvest that money into this system. They will take that money and put it to the other system.
Don't you think that it's actually sending a bad message? Like it's sending a wrong message to people that, oh, Usam is selling clothes, but he's not wearing what he's selling. It means the clothes are not, the quality it's not. Because we've seen a couple of celebrities, they owned, there was this other one who owned a phone, but he was busy using the other brands.
So let me come in there and tell you something. You remember when we started, we said that there are people who are just fronting. You understand? There are people who are just fronting. So if you are just fronting, you won't have the real love. You know that you are just being bought for you to do this thing. Same with this product. It's my product, but I can make you front for this product, and we make it all yours because we feel that maybe you've got enough followers. You understand? And then we just say we're gonna introduce this brand because we're still gonna get our money. We're still gonna get our money from the back. You understand? So I believe that those people, because it's not their product, they don't have the love for the product. But if you've got the love for your product, like if you mentioned Sbu earlier on, but if you can check Sbu now, because now it's his product, you can see.
Yeah, he's on the ground, and people are saying a lot of things. I had somebody saying that he's going crazy. Why is he on the street?
Yes.
Why Span Bunny has a brand that is already in the stores and all that?
Yes. Mind you, there are people who are not even doing half what Sbu's doing in terms of promoting their product, pushing their product, but their products are not already in their shelves.
So because they're fronting on the product.
Because those people, it's not their products, they're just there as the faces of the product, but it's not their product. Once it's your product, you must be crazy like Sbu. When it's your product, people are gonna say that you are mad.
So what kind of advice would you give to the upcoming generation that want to be entrepreneurs? The generation that comes and are going to be like, I want to be like Lula. So what kind of advice would you give them?
I'll tell them that they mustn't conform, and they must just, because the rules that are being given to them, they are there honestly to make them suffer, you understand? So I'll tell them that they must break all the rules for the right reasons. Yeah, that's it.
So where do you see Lula in the next 5 years? Where do you want to see it in the next 5 years?
Man, I want it to be in every household, man. The one thing that I need is for this product to be in every kitchen, because I know that for now it sounds like I'm just preaching something that is not realistic, but I need this product.
It is realistic.
I need this product in every kitchen, wherever, like even in the smallest township here in South Africa. I need this product in their kitchen.
Okay, before anything else, the prices, how the price, is it affordable? Everybody can afford. They're from people from disadvantaged communities, the middle class, the upper class.
Yeah, remember when I started, I told that this product is for us, by us, you understand? So with the price setting, it's also within our budget, whereby we know that you can get it. You won't go broke getting this product, you understand? You'd get this product and still have your change.
So how much did your product range from?
I think just to be safe, because we do have our social platforms, you understand? I cannot just give out prices because we also have redistributors, you understand? So different places, it's different prices, but we do have a market price. But
the market price,
it's there in our socials, you understand? It's there for everyone to see.
So which socials can we find Lula?
We are on Twitter @detergent Lula. We are on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Lula dishwashing detergent, and then we are on Instagram Lula _dishwasher_detergent.
Yes, that's pretty dope. But if, let's just say, somebody who want to buy direct from you, can they also contact you personally?
Yes.
Normal.
Nah, I do.
You like, I know, it's not business hours.
No, I don't have business hours.
Because I see a lot of entrepreneurs when they will hand out their numbers, right?
Yes.
Then when you contact them, they start asking, who's this?
Nah, I don't do that. I do have my numbers. They're also on WhatsApp. You can call me anytime, as long as it's business related. I take the calls.
So do you deliver?
I do deliver. It depends on the quantity.
Okay, so let's just say it's me, Mfuna 30, so it's delivery.
Yeah.
So you deliver from...
I do deliver. And now the thing that we're pushing most now is redistribution, you understand?
Okay.
So we're saying that if you are based, let's say in Cosmos City, you are based in Oliven or in the surrounding on the north, or you are on the south of Johannesburg, if you want to do distribution, we can bring the product to you and you start catering for the people in that place.
Okay, let's talk about the social market that you guys have. Each and every, is it monthly or weekly?
Monthly.
What is it all about? Like,
so it's the same concept that we had with Plug Hub, whereby we're creating a space whereby entrepreneurs they will be in one place and they're selling their craft. Whereby people who want to buy authentic things, they will come to that space. We've got music, just enjoy everything in one place. We created a platform all in one store.
So it happens at the mall, right?
it happens. But for now, it's happening in the mall. But the idea is for it to move to different places. It's not. We don't want to be in one place. We want to be closer to the people. So we're moving. The mall is just a start.
So you're moving to different places altogether. So what kind of things people can get from the social market? Can they get food? Can they get clothes? What's there?
So we've got a lot of things. We've got food, nice food. We've got.
Is it all black owned or
all black owned and all black owned young people? It's a vibe, man. It's an environment that you wanna be, because we're not just selling things, but we're also selling a lifestyle of black people loving themselves and loving everything about themselves. Yes.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty good. So it's you guys are pushing other black entrepreneurs.
Yes.
But what if, like, let's just say I wanna come in with my things, I wanna come there sell my things. Do you guys check what I sell? If somebody within that market is selling the same product, or you just like,
no, because now we've got a system whereby we know that who is selling what, you understand, and we're not saying that we don't accept competition, but we avoid reputation, you understand,
of the same product.
So if you guys are selling the same product, the two of you, then we're obviously gonna take one.
So in those social markets, are the prices the same with going to the direct shops? Because I agree, you see, you guys are having a social market in a different place.
Yes.
Are the price standard there with the same? When I'm gonna come visit your shops, it's still the same, or there's a price for the market, there's a price for the shop?
And you'll be amazed that at the market things are at the discount price, so it's normally lower than the ones in the shop, because now here we also have like the entrepreneurs amongst themselves, they communicate. Sometimes we have a combo for the day whereby we've got a product from there and then they combine and say this is a combo.
They sell as a combo.
Yeah, you sell as a combo.
So then they split the profit.
Yes, because now we're trying to create a platform here, you understand? Remember, we talked about there's a system, so we're also trying to create our own system.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yes.
So how many times do you guys have the social market? Is it every month?
We do it on a monthly basis. Yes, we're doing it on a monthly basis, and then the social market also has its own page, Deepswood Market. Yes.
It's called Deepswood Social Market.
Yes.
So that's where you can get in touch and get to see a lot of young business products, everything that you want that is made locally.
Yes.
It's everything made locally.
Everything
there's
made
no
locally.
there's like Chinese involved.
No.
Because you know how it is with a lot of businesses, a lot of products in South Africa. They
no.
Chinese made, and you know.
We try by all means to have everything made local, so that we create jobs for our people as well. You understand? It's no longer just selling, but also creating jobs for our people. Because now it's high time that the rent circulates amongst ourselves, man. Yeah.
But in closing, yes. What do you want to say to like people about the product and about what entrepreneurship?
So I'll tell people that let's try and make this entrepreneurship thing as a lifestyle, man. No, let's not just take it as a subject or an object. Let's make it a lifestyle. You understand? Make it a lifestyle, saying that if you are able to go abroad and you buy some things, if you are able to bring them in here, or if you are able to go abroad and get a skill and bring the skill in here, entrepreneurship will just be a lifestyle.
But do you also think that in the next 10 years, South Africa will be in a state where there's a whole lot of young entrepreneurs, or would it be in a state where there's no entrepreneurs in the coming 10 years?
Man, to be quite honest with you, the way we are going, the entrepreneurship is declining, and that's why you see the economy is also declining, because now they are not coming up with fresh ideas. You understand?
It's a reputation.
It's a reputation, people. Because entrepreneurship is just someone who identifies a problem and solves that problem. So when you look around, people are not solving problems. You understand? We're having a lot of problems. Problems are piling up. You understand? So meaning that as we're mourning about load shedding, let people come up with ideas. Let people come up with phones that maybe we just gonna put them in the sun, in solar batteries in our phones. You understand? Because now those are problems. But let people come up with ideas to solve those problems. Because once they solve those problems, they make money and they also make lives easier for others. They make the economy go up, and then they make the country easy to live in.
There you had it, folks. Man, we were having a chat with Goofy. Yeah, that's all he had to say. For those people who want to get in touch with them, check them on their social pages. And please go buy and support Black-owned products. Till next time, this is Podcast with Soul.
Yeah. When I pull up in the spot, they be asking what I got. Gas for an extra mile, an extra inch for the dot. When I pull up in the spot.